guys, Bryce here, Pure Water Systems. Out here on a private well install that we're doing today. We're replacing a Nuvo water filter. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about why and what kind of issues we're running into with these Nuvos. It's kind of become a weekly thing for us to be replacing Nuvos because the main reason that we find people have issues with them is that they're advertised and sold as a water softener, and they're not a water softener because they don't actually remove the hardness from the water. So with a Nuvo, they are adding citric acid to the water and lowering the pH of the water in an attempt to make that hardness stay as a bicarbonate for as long as possible. Try to keep it from turning into a carbonate and showing up as a white scale buildup. And it actually works extremely well inside water heaters. It's contained and not going to sit and dry out. It works extremely well. The downfall to them is anywhere that the water is able to sit and actually dry out completely. Because they're not actually removing the hardness, you still get scale buildup. So places like shower doors and faucets and fixtures, nowhere near as good as a water softener that actually removes it. This particular home is on a private well, and it's a beautiful property, but they've got a lot of iron in the water. Some misunderstanding on the Nuvo standpoint. They basically, water softener will remove some iron the same way that it removes hardness. It's basically sticking to the softening resin and actually removing it from the water. So people hear that and they think, okay, a water softener will remove iron. I have iron in my water. The Nuvo is an iron or water softener. Therefore, the Nuvo must remove iron. But by lowering the pH, the Nuvo does absolutely nothing for iron. Iron will still oxidize, and if your pH is low enough coming in, the Nuvo will actually lower the pH and cause your water to be acidic, which is another big concern. We've had several that we've replaced for homeowners whose homes are plumbed with copper. They'll put in a Nuvo, and all of a sudden they get this like blue Smurf color. And that's basically the Nuvo lowering the pH of the water to where the water starts eating away at the copper plumbing. That copper plumbing then oxidizes and turns the same color that copper penny would, that kind of bluish turquoise color. So if you've seen that in your home after installing a Nuvo, that's because your plumbing is dissolving, which is obviously not a good thing, and definitely something you'll want to address. From an iron filtration standpoint, the Nuvo just doesn't touch it. Again, they're advertised and sold as a water softener, but they're not, and because they don't work like a water softener does, you don't get the same iron filtration benefits that you would potentially get. Another note on this particular install is iron is the only issue these folks have, and we have several different options, this being one of them, that are chemical-free iron filters. So these folks basically said, we have iron in the water, read that water softeners take out iron, thought, we don't want to do the water softener, we don't want to have to deal with the salt. When in reality, the iron filters these days are chemical-free. They don't require salt, and they don't require potassium permanganate, which is a caustic chemical that a lot of the old iron filters used to use. So could have saved these guys a lot of trouble. It just kind of comes down to testing the water, dealing with the local water experts, people who, on this street in particular, we have 4 other customers, so we know exactly what you're dealing with and exactly the best way to solve it. So if you think we can be of any assistance, if you've been kicking around the idea of getting a water system, please reach out first to us. We're here locally. Phone number is 775-324-2001. We're happy to help. We want to get you educated so you know exactly what you're going to get from a myriad of different options. We carry 20 different systems. We've got one that fits the bill for what you're looking for, and we can guarantee exactly how well it's going to work. Thanks, guys.